When a man comes to me, tears in his eyes, he's at almost nothing in the polls. And he's fighting somebody that's at 42 and he's got almost $30 million in the bank. He's at almost nothing. He's got no cash. And I said, I can't give you an endorsement. There's no way you can win. You're dead. I didn't know him very well, but I saw him. So he came and he really wanted. I said, you can't win, can you? How do you can win? Sir, if you endorse me, I'll win. Please. Please, sir, endorse me. And I said, all right, let's give it a shot.
Okay, so we cut out a little bit there. We're gonna have a little bit more of it, but that was the part of Trump's rally where he just turned it into a roast of Ron DeSantis. And what's interesting isn't him creating this scene where a man comes to him in tears. Every one of his stories involves a man coming to him in tears for some reason. It's that, wasn't that kind of a tepid response? There were laughs. Like some people were getting. I was gonna say getting off it, and then I realized no, that's actually kind of more accurate than I initially intended. Him viciously mocking a person and trying to humiliate them is a thing that a lot of Republicans will like. But it wasn't like they were applauding. It wasn't like the crowd loved it. These are people who have gone to a Trump rally. They are like the MAGA of the MAGA. And they didn't love it as much as I thought they would when he's mocking Ron DeSantis, like desperately begging him for help, Francesca.
Well, he's got to go harder too. I mean, this is the thing. Let us fix your stupid fascist movement for you. Number one, if you want it to continue, you should probably make friends with Ron DeSantis, pick a successor, and continue your, again, the downward spiral into whatever the hell, you want this country to become. Again, Handmaid's Tale meets Elysium meets, whatever techno nightmare, Peter Thiel wants us to live in. But instead, okay, so he's gonna come out the gate. He's gonna come strong. He's gonna come for DeSantis. That he begged you for it? No, go back to the meatball, go back to Ron DeSantimonious, go back to talk about Florida. I don't know, but he can't throw Florida on the bus because he lives there. So it's just like, it's fun to see them. And
he has been throwing Florida under the bus quite a bit. I mean, he was talking about how crime-ridden it is and everything, saying, he keeps coming back to the only reason it's ever had any success is sun and beaches. Case could be made, I don't know. But he has been slamming Florida, at least Florida under DeSantis quite a bit.
That's good. No, and this is good. And he should keep on doing that. Blame the hurricanes on DeSantis, blame it all on DeSantis. But yeah, I mean, we know these rallies, people just go to them. It's like going to see, I don't know, like I'm trying to, not the Stones because kind of they still got it even though I've never seen them. But it's going to see like an aging star. Like I saw Guns N' Roses a few years ago and you're like, all right, first of all, Axl's not there. So like this is already bad, And or sorry, no, Axl Slash isn't there. What am I talking about? Slash isn't there. Axl's there, but he's like, phoning it in. He still got whatever. What I'm saying is you just go. You just go to see it. But and you kind of let it wash over you. He's not really saying anything new and you're not that excited about it, but you got to go see it.
I mean, I wouldn't, but I understand that some people do find that appealing. By the way, you could declare that any old-timey drummer or singer wasn't there, and I wouldn't even know that they'd been there in the first place. True. But sure, let's see. Maybe he'll get you with the second. I'm gonna say verse. Let's jump into this.
But when you're getting a guy, so he gets the nomination because of you, he wins the election because of you. 2 years later, the fake news is up there saying, will you run against the president? Will you run? And he says, I have no comment. I say, that's not supposed to happen. I have no comment. No, so I'm not a big fan, but I love, that's right, he's a disciple of Paul Ryan. He is actually a disciple. That's why he wanted to cut Social Security and Medicare.
Good, he at least got to the substance eventually.
Exactly.
But the stream of consciousness is amazing. He's like, no, I'm not a fan, but I love. I don't know what I was gonna say. Anyway, Paul Ryan something. He was cutting a thing. I don't know. He shouldn't have done it. It was bad. Yeah, again, not a strong reaction from the crowd on that. We'll see. By the way, to complicate things even a little bit more, I have seen the beginning of some state level polling for Ron DeSantis versus Trump coming out, and there's actually 2 states where he's currently leading. I think it might have been New Hampshire and maybe Iowa at the same. In the same poll, I'm not sure. So I don't know. Maybe this thing will be more competitive than I thought. It's hard to track.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.